Everyone is you pushed out. Hello, beautiful goddess. This is Priya, your manifestation coach. And in this video, I'm going to explain through the mirror principle what it means that everybody is you pushed out. So by the end of this video, not only are you going to have a clear understanding of what everybody is you pushed out really means, but you're also going to know how to apply this to your own life to manifest the best version of people into your reality. So let's get started. Everybody is you pushed out. Now, this is probably a term that's been used a lot. And the best way for me to begin to explain this is through using the mirror principle. So the mirror principle basically describes what everybody is you pushed out really means. So the best way to think about this is like this. When you look in a mirror and you have a smiley face, and you're looking in the mirror, the reflection that you're going to see is your smile. If you have like an angry face and you look in the mirror, the reflection that you're going to see is an angry face. Now, it would be ridiculous if you had an angry face and you looked in the mirror, but you were expecting the mirror to smile back at you. Like, that would be the most ridiculous thing. The mirror can't smile back at you because you're not smiling. You first have to smile if you want the mirror to smile back at you. Now, you want to apply this analogy to everybody as you pushed out. Meaning, the manifestation is the reflection that you're getting from the mirror, and you choosing to smile or have an angry face is your state of consciousness, your self-concept. So what this means is that your self-concept, the identity, the role that you take on, the state of consciousness that you take on, is always reflected back to you by people outside of you. Okay, everybody is a reflection of you. That's what it means at its core. Everybody is a reflection of who you are being internally. Okay, so what this means, like to simplify, is if you think you're a loser, if you think you're bad at love, if you think you're bad with money, and this is your self-concept, this is like your identity, it's who you are being. Furthermore than just thinking it, you're being that person, then everything in your outer reality must conform to reflect back to you who you are being. So people will show up in your reality to mirror back to you, to reflect back to you that you think you're a loser, that you think you're not good enough. Now, conversely, when you shift your self-concept, when you embody the identity of the version of you that is abundant and that has your dream relationship or has the body, then everybody in your reality must conform to reflect back to you this state of consciousness that you have taken on, that you have embodied, and that you have assumed. Now, to go into this on a deeper level, what it really means is that you are in control of how people show up in your reality, how you are in control of how people treat you. Because ultimately, this comes down to the way that you perceive yourself equals the way people perceive you. Better way of saying it is the way people perceive you is equal to the way that you perceive yourself. So what this means is that power has always been within you. When you turn inwards to do the vibrational work so that you become the greatest version of yourself, so that your self-concept is aligned with what you desire, meaning you know you're good enough, you're worthy, and that you are lovable exactly the way that you are. People in your reality will conform, will rise up and conform and reflect back to you who you are being, because everybody is you pushed out. And that bit of the statement, everybody is you pushed out, you know, to really understand this, it's about going deeper into spirituality and into oneness. Now, before I go into that, if this video is resonating for you, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I post new videos around how to effortlessly manifest what you want. Okay, let's now get back to everybody is you pushed out. And what does that really mean, like at its core? So, you know, to go deeper into spirituality, separation is an illusion. Okay, we are all one. What do I mean by this? I mean that ultimately, there is no separation between you and a tree. You are the tree and the tree is you. There is no separation between you and me. I am you and you are me. And the illusion of separation is there so that, you know, so that all that is, source, God, the universe, gets to express itself in infinite ways and gets to know itself in infinite ways. But ultimately, separation is just an illusion. We are all one, right? Everybody just has a different avatar, but at our core, we are one, which means we're all connected. And that's the key. We're all connected. We are all one. Separation is an illusion. And that's why everybody is you pushed out. And that's why when you turn inwards to shift your self-concept to align with your desires, you're connected to everything. Everything is you. So everything must morph and must conform in your reality to reflect back to you who you are being, because there is no separation. You're connected to everything. You are everything. Everything is you. You are the universe is you. I know a lot of times people say, okay, the universe has my back, and they think of the universe as this thing that's outside of them, when in reality there is no separation. You and the universe are one, which is why I prefer to use the term like higher self. When you say my higher self, there's still that sort of essence of it's just an extension of you, or you're an extension of your higher self. So, but ultimately it comes down to this. Separation is an illusion. We are all one at our core. And that's why when you turn inwards and you shift your perception, your reality will conform to reflect back to you your self-concept, okay? The identity that you are embodying and that you are holding. It's because ultimately you're connected to everything. You are everything and everything is you. So you have complete control of how everybody shows up in your reality. You have complete control of the version of people that shows up in your reality through your self-concept, okay? It's not about focusing on what's going on out there, because what's going on out there is just the reflection in the mirror. That's not where real change occurs or happens. Real change occurs through your vibrational patterns and what's going on within you. When you shift this, then the mirror will reflect back to you what it is that you are wanting, right? When you first smile, the mirror will reflect back to you. You will smile, but you first have to smile. And so when you focus on shifting your self-concept to align with your desires, when you embody the identity of the version of you that already has your manifestation, everything in your reality must shift to reflect back to who you are being, including people. Okay, including people. And that's why, sometimes people get caught up in, well, this person's a bad person, or this person's a good person. When in reality, everybody has potential for greatness. Everybody has potential to be the greatest version of themselves. And when you focus on your self-concept, you will begin to tap into the greatest version of people. And an example of this, there might be that person in your family that's always in a foul mood, and people are like, oh, don't go talk to him. And maybe one day one of your friends comes round to visit, but that person is completely different with your friend. Around your friend, that person seems to be like-hearted and open and is not moody. And everybody's like, oh, that's really odd. He's usually such a moody sod. And that's because your friend doesn't have that expectation about that person, right? Your friend's self-concept is steady. And so therefore they're able to tune into and tap into the best version of that person. So, my message here is that the way that people are showing up in your reality is completely equal to what is going on inside of you, your internal state of being, your self-concept, your identity. And once that clicks into place, once you rearrange that to align with the greatest version of you, then the greatest version of people will start to show up in your reality. And right now, if there is somebody that you're finding challenging in your life, I highly suggest to turn inwards, be okay with where you are firstly, but turn inwards, take full responsibility for how they're showing up in your reality. If you don't, you become a victim to your circumstances. Instead, you want to take your power back, turn inwards, focus on the inner work, and then watch as you consistently and steadily maintain the greatest version of yourself. You will begin to tune into the greatest version of that person. This is how it works. So let's recap everything that you have learned here today. You are now aware that everybody is you pushed out ultimately means this. And there is no separation. Separation is an illusion. You are everybody and everybody is you at your core. And that when you focus on your self-concept to align with what you want, everybody in your reality must conform to your self-concept. Meaning this is when you'll begin to tune into the greatest version of people. And you're also aware of the mirror principle that beautifully explains how this works. You know, that if you want the mirror to smile back at you, you first have to smile. Okay. The mirror cannot reflect back to you a smile if you are not first smiling. You must first smile. In the same way, you must first align your self-concept, your image, and your identity with what it is that you desire. When you do this, everything in your reality will morph and will conform into what you want, meaning the best version of people will show up to reflect to you who you are being at your core. Now, if you want to learn how to alter your state of consciousness, how to shift your self-concept to align with your desires, then you can get your hands on my free masterclass by clicking the link below in the description box. Masterclass number 1, 6 steps to manifest anything that you desire and want. And masterclass number 2, 6 steps to manifest your dream relationship. Now, if you are hungry for more information about everything that we have discussed here today, you can check out my video next here on what is the law of assumption. That's it for today. Catch you soon.